Toni Saunders here, and welcome back to my passion. Today we're going to talk about related services and supplemental services. The first one, related services, has absolutely nothing to do with the classroom. At least it shouldn't. Sometimes schools will say that they're going to have speech therapy during class, when to me that's ridiculous. Putting a student in the classroom and then bringing in a speech pathologist to work with them, what are they learning? And why is it in the classroom? So my suggestion is not to allow them to have Grid B services that's in the classroom, like occupational therapy in the classroom. How, I don't want to say stupid, but why would any child, want to shine a light on their disability inside of a classroom? That, to me, is a bit crazy. So when they talk to you about where the services are going to be done, don't let it be in Grid B. Make them do it in Grid C. That's pullout. You get speech therapy in a speech therapy pullout, not inside of a classroom. It could be learning how to use assistive technology, an iPad, apps. It's like learning how to play basketball in gym when you don't know how to play, and somebody takes you into the gym during, say, lunch or just after lunch and teaches you how to play basketball because that's what's needed. That's what's needed. Children don't come into this world already knowing things. At least, I don't think so. But not really knowing things. They don't know how to go to school. They don't know how to act in school. They have no idea. They have to be taught. And that's part of the problem. A lot of times kids are just thrown into a classroom to learn, and then what happens? They don't learn something because they didn't know. They need help. And a lot of times they'll say, I need help. And they don't get it. But these services, related services, should be done outside of the classroom in a one-on-one or a small group setting, depending upon what it is. Can you imagine being in your classroom and the speech pathologist comes in and says, come on, Toni, let's go to the side of the room and do your speech therapy? No, not like that. It shouldn't be like that. For one thing, the other students in the classroom will see what you need, and that's not fair. Another thing is the teacher will be teaching the other students, and you will be in the back of the room doing speech therapy. What? No, it doesn't work that way, and it shouldn't. So that would be in Grid B. Grid B is inside of the classroom services, regular classroom services. No. Services should be, again, one-to-one or a small group setting. And that's only if each person in that small group has similar disabilities and need the same information. That's okay in a small group. But you also have to make sure that they're taking data on your child so that they know that they're making progress with what they're teaching in speech. Speech is communication, and if you have a communication disability, it affects everything that you do. And you would not want to be sitting in a classroom with a speech pathologist. I don't say it. I don't allow it, actually. When I'm working with a client, I tell them, don't agree to this. Noise could be going on outside of the classroom, walking down the hall, kids. Or you can be sitting in a room with a speech pathologist learning how to communicate. I think that's better. So that's what I recommend. So now we're going to talk about supplemental. Supplemental. That is in the classroom. Services in the classroom. For example, how about an aid, one-to-one aid? That's a supplemental service. And it's in the regular ed classroom or whatever classroom your child is in. But let me tell you something. If you don't put your child and make them teach your child everything that they're teaching typical, neurotypical children, unless your child cannot do something at all, they should be in a regular ed classroom. And if they need supplemental services, like an aid, like accommodations that allow the student, your student, to work better, learn better than if they were on their own and have no help at all. So that's related services. When your child is pulled out for things like occupational therapy or social emotional help by a school psychologist. These are things that some kids do need. But again, we have to teach them. We have to teach them what they need and why. It's important. It's important for any kid on an IEP to understand why they're on the IEP, because they may get angry. I hope not, but some kids do. And they need the support in the classroom or outside of the classroom, but they need the support. And we have to remember they didn't come to us, the children that is, they didn't come to us already knowing things. They have to learn what behaviors you can do and cannot do in school. They have to learn how to communicate with other students. They have to learn these things. Didn't come to them through osmosis. Think about it. They need to learn how to be. And school is part of it, but not all of it. But they need to learn how to be in this world. And they will benefit from whatever their needs are being taken care of. And that needs to happen. I suggest that all children can learn if they have the services they need, whether it's supplemental or related. They need help on their learning journey. And I hope this helps you to understand what you should do with related services and supplemental services on the IEP. And I thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Leave me a note. Email me. Call me. Whatever you need to do to get your needs met, because this whole thing is about you. Teaching you. That's my purpose for doing this. I want you to understand the laws. Understand what you should do and shouldn't do. And I'm going to say it. You have the power of the pen. And if you don't agree with something, don't sign for it. You can sign that you don't agree with it, but that's about it. And then they're going to try and make you sign even though you don't agree with it. Oh, let's try it just for like a month and see if it works. No, you don't have to. You can, but you don't have to. And I suggest that no matter how old or young your child is, bring it up to them. Would you rather have your speech therapy in the classroom, or would you rather have it in the small group or one-to-one? And they'll tell you. And if they think they can learn whatever it is in the classroom, because you need to explain to them what's important for them, Like I said, you need to tell your child what their needs are. You can make it simple, or you can explain, but they need to know. One of the things that I do is I meet with the students and I explain to them what their needs are in school and why they get it. And a lot of times they're better for it. So, please subscribe. There's more to come, a lot more. And now that I'm back from my injury, I'm here to train you. So subscribe, ask me questions, email me, call me, whatever you need to do to get your needs met. And I'm here to help you. Goodbye.